Hello everyone and welcome back to another session of Dark Souls 3 Focused PvP. Today we are going to start things off with Bang. It's going to be a big hit. It'll be a jolly good time. Smashing. This is going to be fun. I'm fast rolling with it, which is the best part. So, general rule of thumb for Smough's hammer, if you don't know, if you cannot see your opponent, then they are in range. Also, general rule for Smough's hammer. Watch the stamina management. Ah yes, it's got perseverance, that's right. Was that worth it? No, it was not. Only 750 damage, and he took off a lot more of my health. Wow. Also, apparently you can't charge that, because I tried. I was holding the button, and it just was like, nah, you're not charging anything. Oops. Now let's get that back. Like, it's one-handed, can be charged, and that's fantastic. Oh, no, it can be. It can be. It just... Wow, that actually goes really quickly. Huh. It went more quickly than I had expected it would for a charged attack on such a heavy weapon. Still, wow. His attack did way more damage. That was the weapon's skill, to be perfectly fair. But still, that was unexpected. I know that weapon has absurdly high damage outputs. Like, my attack rating with Smough's is not even 600, whereas with that one, it's 736, and only 146 of that is lightning. So, yeah, it makes sense because its physical base is nearly identical to mine, whereas it has an extra damage boost on top of that being lightning. And if he wore a lightning clutch ring, which I doubt, otherwise I would have dealt a fair bit more damage to him, in theory. Hi. Yeah, that worked well. Oh yes, good job. You can use Goddard swords. 10 out of 10. Goddard swords against a slow weapon. Shocking that they won. Almost as shocking as the lightning damage that they had on them. Yeah, about that. Had I actually been able to see where he was when he rolled, I might have been able to see that he was going for his spammy attacks. That said, I should assume that, but you know what happens if you assume? You get an L2 to the face, or not L1, but an R1 or an R2, or anything other than the double poke. Still, Smough's hammer, fun times. As far as the second weapon that we're going to use, I will actually have to take this off because I can't wield it without being fat. So that is in fact going to be up this way. We are going to be using the Thrall Axe. At least I don't think I can wield it. Yeah, I'm just barely too fat. That's what I thought. Cool. I'm right. I like being right. Being right is something I can get used to. So what do you have? Murakumo, target shield. Ooh. Stamina recovery. I think I should unlock with this. I thought that would have got him. There we go. That ting saved me. He would have been able to kill me had he actually got that parry. Thank you, partial parries, for being a thing. Usually something I'm not overly fond of. But, you know, on occasion, it can be quite good. I'm actually still not a fan of how much stamina that they drain, because it's an absurd amount most of the time. If you get a partial parry, even on something light like a straight sword or a rapier or a katana, they drain way too much stamina, like 3 times the normal amount. Twice as much? Sure. 3 times as much? What even? Aw, so close. I just want you to walk into my super heavy attacks. That's all I want, but you don't want to do that, so that's fine. You know, no big deal. Don't worry about me and my hopes and dreams. Just don't worry about it. It's okay. They'll be fine without you. In fact, I think it'd be better without you, because it'd be weird if you were in my hopes and dreams. I don't even know you. It'd be really awkward. Yes, you, random person with a great shield right there. You are a part of my hopes and dreams. And now they've left me. Sad, alone, and broken. That's what I am now, guys. It's been determined. This is what happens when I'm tired. The commentary takes a weird turn that makes literally no sense. Hi. Oh yes, I think I'm familiar with your playstyle, friend. Why did I summon you of all people? Like, why would I do that? Good throw. I'll give you that. Death. He whipped me and he whipped me good. That said, why would I summon him? He fights like a complete nuisance. Running away and poking with an S-Stock and using Fire Surge. Why would I bother summoning him? I need to remember not to summon Soul because he is not fun out of 10. Simple as that. It's a defensive playstyle. Defensive playstyles alone are annoying enough, but a defensive playstyle where you're using an S-Stock and Fire Surge and just backpedaling 90% of the time, not about that. He's got some good throws, I will give him that. He can throw his pyromancies and throw them well. But his playstyle is completely obnoxious, so I will actively avoid it. Simple as that, and, you know, that's my that's my opinion. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm entitled to do. So, there. Super shiny. I love how people's legs are invisible until I get past a certain point. Hunter's bow, huh? The black bow of Ferris. I'm not equipped to deal with you at the moment. Really, that hit me. Really, that one got me too. You know, had I not been using such a slow weapon, or something that could actually be decent for chasing someone down, that probably would have gone very differently, because I was able to still get a fair number of hits on him. That said, it's a rare moment when you see the bow-only playstyle, and I do like his use of the rope fire bombs. So that bodes well for my bow builds. That's all I've got to say about that. He used the bow, he used it well, but had I been on a, you know, different weapon, one that actually could chase someone down, and one that actually was, you know, decently speedy in any way, then, well, things probably would have gone a little differently. And don't get me wrong, I'm not salty. I was outplayed. He did good. But it's all in the weapon choice. I've said it before, I'm saying it again. It's all in the weapon choice. If I was using something like a spear, or a rapier, or a katana, he wouldn't have been able to get away. But because I was using something big and slow and, well, for lack of a better term, lumbering, there's really just nothing that I could have done other than what I did. And to be fair, I did pretty decently, all things considered. The Black Knight Great Axe. This thing is silly. If I use mine, I've got over 700 attack rating with it. And it's lighter than what I have, which is the just absolute crazy thing about it. So I can in fact be 3-shot by this. That's gonna get me twice. No, only once since he did a running attack. There we go. Yeah, that could have gone very, very, very badly. It could have gone downhill very quickly. Fortunately, it didn't. I'll take it for what it's worth. There we go. And we'll do this one final fight, and then we will switch over to our other weapon. It's gonna be the Storm Curved Sword. I don't know if I ever told it earlier, but that is what we will be switching to. Unless I see something right now that I changed my mind on. Storm Curved Sword. So, one final fight. And then we will make the jump. Ew. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. That's interesting. Hi. You are using an interesting little combination right there, my friend. I approve. No, not gonna come in with a running. Good dodge. I knew who was waiting on that. Once I saw the spear come out, I knew he was planning to outrange me, which he could have easily done. But I also could tell he was a little bit wary of my distance that the distance that my weapon covered. As such, well, yeah. I don't need this anymore. And I'll keep that on just 'cause. This right here is a fun little weapon. I actually recorded the weapon showcase on it earlier. It is pretty decent. Got some solid little combos to it. Oh, hello, lag. I've pretty much given up on this fight, for the record. Yeah. Yeah, way too much lag for me to reasonably do anything about that. It happens from time to time. Bit of a shame, but it does in fact happen. Oh well. So let's try that again, but with a little bit less dying. It sounds like a good plan to me. Doing that again, but with a little less dying, a little more winning. Love me. So, almost at the 20-minute mark. We'll take a look at our weapons and pick out something to use next time. What have I not messed around with on this yet? Haven't messed around with the greatsword. Might go that route. Could use the Crescent Moon Sword. That said, 2 curved swords in a row, not my thing. I know I said I was going to use the Thrall Axe. I'm going to use it next time. So, greatsword and Thrall Axe. Hi, friend. Oh. You got that. Everyone uses that thing. I actually have only used it once. And it was a very brief experience. I hate the running attacks on this weapon. Combo! Yeah, the startup of its L2 is unparryable. That first initial spin around, this right here, that cannot be parried. As such, yeah. Needless to say, people, you know, you walk in, you do an R1, they expect the third R1, so they go for the parry, you hit them with the L2 and then the R2. Yeah, it's scary. It is quite scary. On that note, scary things. The war pick. You know, I was not overly satisfied with it the other day. I was a little bit disappointed in its damage output, I will admit. But I didn't really do much with going for charged attacks, charged R2s. I got a charged R2 as a counter hit today, two-handed charged R2. 971 damage. Beautiful. Yeah. Don't use that thing one-handed. Sight parries for days. But yeah, 971 damage on a charged R2. And just imagine if the person was wearing little to no armor. Or lighter armor. They were wearing a combination of medium and light armor. If they were wearing exclusively light armor, or armor that had lower thrust defense, it would have been silly, to say the very least. Interesting. I understand your plan. I don't like your plan. And that is why your plan was kind of bad. If I was using a heavier weapon, that would have worked extremely well. Like, if I was using anything that had some decent delay, some decent weight, a decent windup to its swing, anything along those lines, that would have gone a lot better for him. But that was not the case. And in all honesty, I could have even just swapped this off and put on the Horsehoof ring, or the Night Slayer ring, or a combination of both the Horsehoof and Night Slayer. Where even is the Horsehoof ring? I know I have it. I swear I thought I had it. Whatever. Whatever. Good little turnaround. Good attempt to dead angle, I will give you that. Whoop, that was extremely stupid on my part. Why did I even go for that? Like, I saw it coming. He was mid-air when I pressed the button to parry. Why did I do that? Completely idiotic on my part. Like, bad out of 10. Bad out of 10. Why do you guys even watch me? I mean, I already know the reason. The reason is because you like to hear me complain. That's gotta be it. That has to be it. I'm putting my money down on it. You guys like to hear me complain about the game. Apparently I'm getting a nice little new nickname, Mr. I Won't Forget to Complain. Yep. Because that's not irksome. See? There I go again. What do you have? Hello, friend. Dual katanas of some kind and a fair bit of lag. What are those? Oh, those are twin blades. Which ones were those? I actually don't recognize them. I don't think I've ever seen those weapons used. Those weren't the sellsword, were they? They look too long. They look too long to be those. And I know it wasn't the wardens, because those have a unique shape. It must have been the sellsword then. They looked so long in his hands. Huh. I could have sworn that that was a katana when I first saw it. I expected a different moveset from it because I thought it was a completely different weapon. I thought wrong, apparently. Like, really though, I swear they don't look as long in my hands as they do in his. Well, maybe I'm crazy. That's okay. You'll love me anyway, right, guys? Guys? Anyone? No? Oh, okay. Rolling, 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 rolling.
Hello.
Hi. I rolled straight into that. That was very quick. Wow. I didn't expect that to come out so quickly. I didn't even see him... What shield was he using? I didn't see him two-handed to go for the skill. I think that's what threw me. If he was using a shield that had the weapon art built in, it would come out a little bit quicker, at least on the stomp portion. And it might look slightly different on the skill, like the actual attack portion of that. That is a possibility. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, that is slightly different. Hi. Monk. Ooh. That would have had me had I been in range. Should have two-handed. That was close. Defensive greatsword users have been increasing in number recently. They backpedal a lot, they wait for you to attack, and then they go for trades. That's becoming a very popular strat. I'm not overly fond of it because there's really not a fantastic way to beat it unless you have a bow. Which, that said, I really should consider putting on a bow, and I will in fact put on my bow. I've been wanting to upgrade crossbows recently, by the way. Something I've been putting some thought into. Probably will do it bring it up to +9. Don't want to waste one of my things on a crossbow, one of my slabs on a crossbow. But it would be something decent to mess around with nonetheless. I also should pick up some more large arrows. It would be a very worthwhile investment. Because 21, it's not bad, but it's not the greatest number that you could have. Is that a battle axe? That's a battle axe. Great weapon choice. Oh. Where is that ring? There's the ring I'm looking for. Hello, R1s. Ooh, a running attack from a great shield. I forget that those are things in this game. It's kind of hard to remember that those actually are a thing. We're seeing a lot more people getting creative with their great shields too, which I do like. He did a lot of spam with his battle axe though, and I got stuck in it really, really badly. My own fault, don't get me wrong, but that was some spam right there. That said, I do in a way deserve it for spending that much time switching the ring. That was extremely slowly done on my part. So, it is what it is. We'll get one more fight, and we will call it quits for the night. Hey, rhymes. Because, you know, I got work in the morning, got things to do, places to be. So, yeah, like I said, next episode, we are going to use the small What's-a-Medusit and a bigger What's-a-Medusit. That said, I actually forgot what the bigger What's-a-Medusit that I plan on using is. I'm drawing a blank. I had decided, I had already determined it, I was set, and now it's gone. The greatsword. The big What's-a-Medusit, that's what it is. I knew it would click eventually. Combos. Stupid range. Worth the trade. So long, friend. So yeah, this thing has some pretty spiffy little combos. Combos and, what are we calling them now? Pseudo combos. Yeah, you can do some really, really good stuff with this weapon. Of course, it doesn't compare to some other curved swords. You know, it's not as damaging as, say, the Falchion. It's not as flippy dancy like as the Painting Guardian's sword, but it's a good intermediary. And, you know, damage wise, I can't really complain too terribly much, because it's at the higher end of the attack ratings in a way. It's not low like this, it's not low, well, that is higher actually. Huh. Whatever. Point is, there are worse twin blades, not twin blades, curved swords out there. Twin blades are generally a little worse. This one doesn't count with the attack rating just because it's 3 different types. But you get what I'm getting at. You understand what I'm saying. You're picking up what I am putting down, as they say. But anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I will see you all next time.